What is full form of laser?
Light amplification by
Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, so that is the full form. So lasers refers to light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, but before going into lasers, first thing what you need to know is you need to know the difference between a laser and ordinary light. Ordinary light is any light which is your white light, what you are getting from your sun, what you are getting from your any white bulb, right, in your home. So all these things are ordinary light. So you need to know what is the difference between these two things. Okay, the first thing is your monochromatic. Okay, so I think it has gone slightly. Okay. Okay. So first thing is monochromatic and polychromatic. So do you know the difference between monochromatic and polychromatic? What is monochromatic and what is polychromatic? I'm putting here laser to be monochromatic. Then I'm telling, okay, your ordinary light is polychromatic. So can you tell what is the meaning of monochromatic and what is polychromatic? Oh no. Okay. So monochromatic is monochrome.
Sir,
Mono means
light
single,
having
chrome
single wavelength. The single
single
wavelength
wavelength. Okay.
lasers and polychromatic light having
Yes.
many
Yes. Yes.
wavelength.
Many wavelength. Okay. So if you take in the meaning of this, so mono means it is single, chrome means it is color. Okay. Monochromatic means single color. And if you take polychromatic, poly means many, chromatic means color. Okay. So many colors. So that is the basic, very, very basic. Okay. So it's not like it is a proper definition, but it is very basic definition of your polychromatic and monochromatic. So if you take your lasers, so if you take laser, it is monochromatic. That means it is single color. Okay. And when you take your polychromatic, that means it is having many colors. What is the meaning of that? So whatever your friend told, that is a scientific way of defining the same thing. Okay, so monochromatic means it has single wavelength. Polychromatic means it is having multiple wavelengths. Okay, so I will tell you what really happens. Okay, so if you take your white light, the ordinary light, and if you send it through a prism, so this is your prism. If you send it through the prism, what will happen to that light? So initially you are sending only one beam of light, but after passing through the prism, then it is you will get multiple colors, right? You are going to have all the colors. Also, what is how do you define this color? Is you know this already, this equation, right? Vibgayar. Vibgayar is nothing but violet. So this is the bottom part. Indigo, blue. Then you have green. You have yellow. You have orange and red. So if you will start at violet and you are going to end at red, okay? So this means you are going to split the colors, or your prism will act like a, it is like a filter, okay? So what it does is it is going to filter all your colors, and it's going to send out the colors in a different direction, okay? So this is the meaning of polychromatic. Poly means many, and then color, or color means normally color depends on the wavelength. Okay, so wavelength is your how do you get your wavelength? Okay, so that is the your many color or many wavelength. Then monochromatic means it is single. Mono means single, then chromatic is color. So color means it is single wavelength. Okay, so this is your single wavelength. So you can see in this case, if you send a laser of green color, what is you still get only the green color laser. Okay, if you send red color laser, so through the prism, same prism, then it is still coming out as single color. You cannot have multiple colors. That is mainly because there is no mixing of wavelength in your lasers. Okay, but if you take your white light, you are sending white light, and then it is going to spread as multiple colors. Okay, so that is a mini that is because your white light is polychromatic. Okay, so you can see here in one of the experiments what they are doing is they are sending three different lights, three different colors. Okay, so red color laser, green color laser, blue color laser, they will not mix up. But if I send white light here and if I send one more white light, example, I am sending one more white light here, then what happens? All this color will mix up, and then whatever you get would be more complicated or complex waves or complex light. Okay, so that is the main the first difference between your laser and the ordinary light. So laser is monochromatic, and then ordinary light is polychromatic. So then we will come to what we call as a coherent and incoherent or non-coherent. Okay, non-coherence. So now what is this coherence is, if you take any two waves. So normally if you take your light is traveling in light travels in waveform, right? So this is your what we actually study from in your optics. If you take your optics, normally they will call, okay, light is traveling as a wave, and that is how they are going to describe you the difference, your diffraction, interference, your reflection, refraction, polarization, all those concept in optics you are going to explain by using the wave nature of light, or you consider wave to be the light to be traveling in wave form. Okay, so now you can see here these are three different waves. Okay, so three different waves means they are coming from three different source. And if you take the how do you define a wave is, the wave can be defined as with some of your concepts or some of the uh, properties. So that is, you can define the amplitude. Okay, so amplitude is nothing but is the height of your wave, and also the wavelength. How do you take the wavelength? It is the length between two consecutive crust or two consecutive trough. So I can take the distance between these two, or I can take the distance between these two. So that is your lambda. Lambda is your wavelength. So you can define this wave by using wavelength and amplitude. So, or you can also use frequency. Frequency again is nothing but it is your 1 by c by lambda, and something like that. Okay. So you can define these things, your wave, by using amplitude and your wavelength. So again, the topmost or the highest peak is called as a, what we call as the crust, and this is your trough. Okay, so you have crust and trough, which is which will be the highest peak point of your and the lowest peak point of the wave respectively. Okay, so trough, crust and trough. So now if you want to say the two waves are coherent, coherent in the sense they are in phase. Okay, so this is also called as in phase. So in phase means, in that case what happens, the crest of first wave or the trough of first wave should be the same position of the trough of the other wave. Okay, so if I take crest of first wave is in the same position as crest of second wave, crest of third wave. So when they are in same line, then what happens, they are said to be in phase, or the waves are said to be coherent. Okay, so they are said to be coherent. But if you take incoherent, incoherent means they are out of phase. Okay, out of phase. So out of phase in the sense, what happens, if you take the crest of the first wave, so this is your crest, what happens, it is not at the same as the crest of second wave. So this is your crest of the second wave, right? So these are having some difference. In the same way, if you take trough of the first wave and second wave are in different place. So this is said to be incoherent or non-coherence. Okay, non-coherence, incoherent beams, or out of phase. So this is the second difference. If you take lasers, they are coherent sources. Coherent source means they are in phase. That means crest of the first wave will fall on the crest of the second wave. If you take your ordinary light, it is said to be incoherent or non-coherent. So which is nothing but out of phase. Okay. So this is the second property. Then when you take other properties, like if you take your lasers are having high intensity. They are having very high intensity. They travel in, they are focused. Focused in the sense when they travel, they keep traveling in a straight line. Okay. So this you can already see in the previous case. Okay. So if you take these beams, your red laser or green laser or blue laser, they always travel like a pencil, like straight line. Okay. So they're almost like one uh, very straight line. But if you see here, if you take your white light, it's going to spread out as it is hitting some prism or some particles, it is going to spread out. So, or if you take your laser light, so you may get some laser light. If you take the light, it is having a very small diameter, and if you make it to fall on a wall, so this is like let us assume this is a wall, then what happens? This diameter will be almost same as the starting diameter. Okay, so this is like let me call this is a 30-meter distance. Okay, but if you take the same white light, like you take a torch. Okay, so if you take torch as having some small opening, but when it is falling on a wall, so this is, if this is a wall at maybe something like 30 meters, so that means you stand in near the board in your class, and you just shine the torch on the other wall. Okay, so normally in that case what happens, the diameter will be bigger, right? So this happens in your torch is your ordinary light. Okay, white light. So but if you take instead of a torch, if you take a laser, whether it is 30-meter or 50-meter or 60-meter, doesn't matter, the diameter will not be expanding. It's mainly because they are highly focused in sense they will travel in a straight line. But when it comes to your white light, they are divergent. Okay, focus and divergent. Okay, so if you take your uh, uh, ordinary light, then they will diverge a lot. Diverge in the sense they are going to deviate in their uh, path. Okay, so and if you take your lasers, they are highly intense, and if you take white light, which is, it is less intense. Okay, so these are the properties of your laser and ordinary light. Okay, so you should know these things. Okay, when I call monochromatic, that means it is single color and it is having constant wavelength. Okay, so for example, if I take the wavelength of green, so or we will take this VIBGYOR. Okay, so if you take wavelength of violet, okay, so if I take violet will have the wavelength of around 410 nanometer. Okay, so maybe plus or minus 20 nanometers. Okay, so that is the difference. That means it can be either 390 or 430. Okay, in the same way, if I take green light, it will be 530 plus or minus 20 nanometer. Okay, and if I take the red one, so red light will be having a wavelength of 630 plus or minus 20 nanometer. Okay, so this will be like almost constant. So if you take red light, whether it is 50 watt, 30 watt, 60 watt, 100 watt, doesn't matter. It will have this wavelength. Okay, 630 nanometer plus or minus 20 nanometer, and green will be 530, violet will be 410. Okay, but if you take white light is mixture of all these things, right? So it has violet, it has red, it has green, it has yellow. So you cannot define lambda. Lambda is not, it is not constant. Okay, in this case, your in the case of your white light, your lambda is not constant, but in case of your laser, which is your monochromatic light, the lambda is almost constant. So that is the meaning of single color or single wavelength. So or monochromatic. So when it comes to white light, it is polychromatic or many color. okay, or many wavelength. So then you need to know about the coherent. Coherent means in phase, incoherent means it is out of phase. Okay, so then what are the other features? So your laser light is having high intensity, your ordinary light or white light is having less intensity. Your laser is going to travel, or it is focused beam, and then when you take your ordinary light or white light, it is going to divergent. Diverge means it is going to spread as it is traveling in the space. Okay, so space maybe even your regular atmosphere. Okay, you don't so this is the differences of your laser and ordinary light. Okay, so next we need to know laser. Okay, we are not going to study much on your white light. We are going to study more on the lasers. Okay, so that is the main focus of this topic. So when it comes to lasers, so as you already know, so laser stand for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, so this is about your introduction to lasers. So later, maybe in the Monday's class, we will see what is the meaning of light amplification and then what is the meaning of stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, so I think I will stop here. I think because it's already a lot of things. So I will stop at this point and